In a world where one guitar simply isn't enough, two men decide to do the unthinkable. 20 guitars, one song!
Okay, so you might have seen my video using way too many microphones with my friend Jax. She is now a famous rock star. I am not bitter. I am not bitter. But the truth is, as much fun as that video was to make, it had no utility whatsoever. Because you can just sing into one microphone. It doesn't really solve anything, but it was fun. It looked cool. However, today's video is actually solving a problem for me. The fact that I am really, really bad at playing guitar. I always wanted to be better at it. I love rock music. I cannot play the main instrument in rock music. My problem is that the left hand defines the chords. You gotta use it to quickly change shapes, mute strings, and overall you need a lot of coordination and strength in it to make things not buzz or be out of tune. This is what I sound like when I try to play anything advanced on guitar. That's the one. So I suggested to my buddy Trey that we should build a contraption with 20 guitars set to different chords, rendering the left hand obsolete, which is great news for me and doesn't really matter to him because he's an amazing guitar player already. But, you know, he agreed. Little did we know, though, that this project was going to change our lives forever. This is our story. So we have these gravity guitar glow stands, which are very pretty. They can also hold the guitars. Thank you, Gravity. And are they called Gravity? Yeah, they are. Woo! I'm super pumped about this. It's gonna look so sick. I hope we can do like a good lighting setup.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Yes. This reminds me of other videos where I've had way too many items.
What are you gonna do with those 100 microphones?
I gave them away to a music school for kids. Locally here in California.
That's not the wholesome answer I was expecting.
That was a wholesome answer.
But now they're gonna think that I should give these away to a music school.
You should. You might have to give them your guitars too then so they have something to put in them. He left me alone. This is a good time as any for me to tell you about today's sponsor, the Kill Trey Foundation. If you do want to, there is a GoFundMe. What's up? I haven't been talking about you at all.
I knew you would. It would be a pretty funny visual gag. We built a fort and then we just kind of like peek out over the top. No girls allowed.
And what if like we wear diapers? Look at that. This might sound stupid, but the plan is to have a guitar in each one of these. If there's anyone who's not following this, I'm sure.
To be very clear, the guitars go in the guitar stands.
And with that high IQ moment, the first day was over and there was many more days to come. It's just so much more work than I remembered making these. Now that I think back, I know that we spent like over a week just setting up microphones and microphone stands and cables on the microphones video. And yeah, this one was also going to be a doozy. Anyway, that was an entire day of just kind of like unpacking stuff and setting things up. Time for day 2. I am so freaking tired from putting up all those stands yesterday. I must be in such terrible shape. Okay, so it's day 2 and we have some of Trey's guitars up. Obviously, this is gonna look a lot cooler. We can't have them down at the floor like this because we would get bad backs or whatever. Yeah, that would be very interesting. Trey has just talked about all the technicalities of these guitars. I'm just gonna say like this guitar is black, so that's cool. And there's other colors too. Trey last night alone, when I wasn't around, put these on, which is actually the things we're using to make the chords. What are these called, Trey?
Cordinero.
They're similar to this type of capo that you've probably seen before. Beautiful. But with the little metal fingers on the cordineros, you can tune each strings individually, making it a chord. Super cool and super convenient for this particular video. And even if you're not making a video exactly like this one, you can use it to play interesting and unique tunings without putting stress on your instrument and making it explode or whatever happens. I don't understand. I'm a guitar idiot, okay? So this kind of like makes a chord here, I assume. Let's see.
It does not.
It did not. That was not.
That one. On one of the other ones. Pick a different one.
This one over here, the white one. This one makes a chord, I think. Let me play it. Okay, this one doesn't actually fit in the stands because it's like all f***ed up here. It's like broken in both ends, just like me. We moved everything into this corner now. We're gonna get rid of all the stuff here to the left. And yeah, the rest of the room is just pandemonium. The box is out to the ceiling. Okay, I think that's enough time lapses for this video, right? Psych!
You will watch how much effort we put into this!
Okay, I'm done. There's like cables and stuff, but we can skip that. Thank you for watching this video. I didn't mean to torture you. Today we're gonna be shooting Trey's video. I feel like it's gonna be a disaster. Check this out. The premise of my part of this video is that I'm terrible at guitar and I can't use this hand, obviously. Turns out I can't use this hand either. I actually think maybe the strumming hand is harder. What do you think, Trey?
It's definitely more physical. If Joel doesn't bleed, you can have your money back.
Sounds like you're running a brothel.
Oh my God, those are illegal, and I would never do that.
We're setting up the guitar chords. This is screenshots from Cubase of the notes I wanted, but I'm not a guitarist, so this is all like piano voicings we're figuring out. But it sounds pretty cool. That's pretty nice. After all these days of setting up, even before filming the actual performance, I felt like I had run a marathon, so I became delirious. Guys, I'm so hyped. I'm ready to go. Energy's overflowing. Yeah.
How you feeling, Joel? Primo nap.
Man, I'm ready to shoot. I'm hyped and I'm pumped. It's all about the grind. I'm a high energy individual.
Rehearsal take. Let's go. You ready?
Kinda, sorta.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Really? 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah. Good stuff. Now that is ready. And with that, we were ready to start filming. There was one thing I hadn't told Trey though, and I was gonna film it, and then I ended up not filming it because it felt gross. But this is actually the last project I'm doing while living in LA. Trey has been one of my closest friends. I've been living there now for the last 4 years, but it was time for me to move on. He's been such an amazing friend, and without going into details, I had such a challenging just handful years, and he's been really there for me, and it feels really bittersweet to get to do such a big project as the last thing I'm doing with Trey before I leave. But yeah, told him off camera, so I'm telling you guys now. And here's the song Viva La Vida by Coldplay. Enjoy.
I used to rule the world. Seas would rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own. Yeah, I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes. Listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king is dead, long live the king. 1 minute I held the key. Next the walls were closed on me, and I discovered that my castle watching this video. This is Trey. We made a video on his channel as well, so make sure to check that out. And we'll see you later. Bye.